What's up, guys? My name is Doofus Mcdooface, and let's play against Grandmaster AI with the new mastermind, Aristocrat. Aristocrat? Aristocrat. Plus 5 income, which is equal to greed, but you get no tier 1 fighters, and you gain 3 income for building a tier 6. That is a unit that's 265 gold or higher. And when you upgrade that tier 6, 15 income. And I've already checked the stats. The patch has been live for a couple of hours. 54% win rate and ranked right now. But I wanted to give this a try in the sandbox. So yeah, we do not have any cheap unit. So of course I've got to take my 2 tier 6s. It's probably a good idea to do a build that is almost unleakable early. So Slime Mama is definitely one of those. In addition, it's not the worst idea ever to reroll on 1, because if you get Grarl or if you get Pirate Skeleton, it's gonna be amazing. I'm not gonna do that because I didn't have enough time because I was talking, you know. But I will tell you right now, with Aristocrat, if you roll Pirate Skeleton or Grarl, you have to make that tier 6 on wave 2 or wave 3. That income is massive. So now our goal is how quickly can... Oh my goodness. And this has got to be cheating. Pawn Shop Aristocrat has to be cheating, right? I mean, I just need to think this through here for a second. Let me just do some math really quick. Actually, let's pause the game. Right, and that's why I really wanted to do a game here in the against the AI. So, with Pawn Shop and Aristocrat, you can sell everything for 90%. So if, let's say, your board come wave 11 is 1,500 gold. 1,500 times 0.9. So you're going to lose 150 gold. Okay, you lost 150 gold if you sold your entire board, assuming you don't have any tier 6s. Assuming you had no tier 6s. But with 1,500 gold, you could theoretically get, what, 2? You can get 2 upgraded tier 6s, right? We could do two Dread Knights, right? 685. Yeah, let's just say we can do 2 Dread Knights. That's 30 income. So that means in 5 waves, it will pay for itself. And then the rest of the time, it's just free. Just saying. Interesting idea with Pawn Shop. You know, to sell most of your board for tier 6s. As long as that income pays off, you know. And actually, it's 18 income, right? Because you get 3 for placing it. So it's actually 36 income. So you'd make profit 5 waves in. I'm thinking that this is way too strong. Just because when you think about greed having 5 income, how can greed have nothing special and Aristocrat has this amazing thing, you know? But let's see what happens. Let's try our best to get a tier 6 out, you know? Let's try our best to get a tier 6 out as quickly as we can. This is Grandmaster AI. They have 50 income additional to start the game, which makes it really, really hard to win. But we're playing Aristocrat, which it seems like everybody's not really having any problem winning with it. So even if I full shifted here, it would not get me what I want. So just trying to think when we can get that first tier 6, and that's why it's so like critical if you had Pirate Skeleton or Grarl to force it out. Okay, we're in Giga Danger here on wave 4. Super Danger wave 4. They do have Rangers and the Buckler, potentially. They have no really cheap unit, right? I have no cheap unit here. So I'm gonna have 30 gold just chilling. Just gonna have 30 gold here just chilling. Unfortunately. Maybe Grandmaster AI was a little crazy to start with. I'm actually gonna do this steed. And I know it seems bad, but I'm gonna do the second steed just to make sure the slime siren gets out. Because if I get the full mana, this ranger probably kills most of the wave here. This ranger probably just full holds. Wow, the Grandmaster AI is really trying to ruin my Aristocrat video. Holy moly. Really trying to ruin the Aristocrat video, eh? So, we're just getting straight starved for a couple of waves here. Although it is allowing my teammate to scale. My plan is once they do send, I probably just won't push any workers. And I'll just focus on getting out a tier 6. Have you guys tried Aristocrat yet? I'd like to know. I'd like to know how Aristocrat is. I mean, once again, I saw the win rate is really high. Alright, here we go. We get our send. Slime Mama does go off. Although, there's no tank behind it, so I'm leaking quite bad. Gonna push one worker. Add like a chain fist on wave 6. And then we'll get a Shadow Dancer on wave 7. So this is not great. But remember, Grandmaster AI does cheat. And hopefully you don't get starved for 5 waves as Aristocrat. But in all honesty, I think blue is still going to be ahead here, so. I would have been just short. Would have been just short of getting a tier 6 on 6 had I not pushed. Yeah, it would have been at 249. But yeah, as you can see, my teammate's in the lead now. Gonna add a split here. Just build it for 7. We're gonna add 2 because once again, there's a good chance we get resent. And I just want to get out our first tier 6. So maybe Aristocrat's not as easy as I thought. Depending on how your opponents play, you can actually reduce the chances that you get out of tier 6. Yeah, we do get the resend. If I hold, I can push a worker. However, I think I'm not holding again. I think I'm not holding again. Daphne positioning is just not it with my Slime Mama. But we do get our first official tier 6. Oddly enough, I think the calculator's broken here. My estimated gold didn't change at all right there. 312. What? Weird. I don't know why my estimated gold didn't change. I leaked massively. Unless in here they already calculate your massive leak. Yeah, I just got way more gold there.
Command me.
On my way.
Okay, we can push. Wait, no, let's not push a worker. Let's just get out another tier 6 next. Did they make a change on wave 6 or is that just against Grandmaster AI? Interesting. That is weird. Something to write down. Alright.
It is not us.
Oh, wow. So it goes on and off. Yeah. The 3 income goes on and off, like, right there. That's crazy. That is pretty cool how the income is on, off, on, off. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool. I just need somebody to take a while. Take your time, take your time. yeah, me being 6 workers is not great for this. And I'm gonna sell one of these for the income. It might not be worth it, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. All right, there's additional income. We now have 2 tier 6s. Gotta take the catapult as well. Who do we drop though? So we're gonna have the 3 tier 6s. It's a decent Fire Lord, to be honest. I probably don't need Ranger. Yeah. Probably don't need Ranger since I'll have Ward and the Shadow Dancer. Oh. Grandmaster AI is starting to lose it. Dude, I'm just short of another tier 6. Wait! Yeah, I am. Take a second. Please. Catapult here actually would have gone crazy. Well, we'll just build some tankage. Tankage is good too. And then since we're in the AI, I need this to tank a couple. So actually, maybe I should place this a little higher. Maybe we'll place that a little higher. I cannot have this die, right? This is my damage on wave 9. So it's actually really critical. We'll do that. It's actually really critical that that does not die. Pretty huge, to be honest. That's what she said. Right, we don't want that ram on our thing. The ram goes on that. Firelord only tanked a couple, unfortunately. But our Firelord living is huge. Firelord living is huge. Our slimes did go off. We're gonna leak a little bit here. But it's honestly not that bad to a 400. Although if we die, then it is quite bad. If we die, then it is quite bad. You know. They're not bad leaks, though. Teammate probably should have held with that value at the gates, but unfortunate. I think we just barely lived. But guess what? We can get a catapult. We can get a catapult now. That's another tier 6. Now, I'm gonna do another dance. I'm gonna go for a dancer here. I don't think I'm leaking here. So I'm already thinking about like wave 11, wave 12 with the shadow dancers. In a perfect world, I would have had my split a little higher so that the ram would have gone right there. But it's tough, you know. That was a tough split to make happen. Not normal to get a 400 on 9. They do resend again. The Firelord does properly tank here. I will hold. I should hold, always. Yeah, I'm gonna hold. Shadow Dancers. Shadow Dancers are probably really good against Grandmaster AI. Teammate holds 2. Definitely, as we discussed, definitely taking pawn shop. And I think I'm going to sell this Slime Mama because I'm going to put a warg there. I want the Lioness to get the full stacks. Do that. And that. That is beautiful. That is nice. We could pull this off. We could pull this off now. Because now I feel like that income we're going to start getting is going to get juicy. It's going to be some really juicy income. Really juicy income. Brother, what is this? What is this, man? Grandmaster AI. But focus on Aristocrat. Focus on Aristocrat. So, first thing that I would say, probably just play a normal game. Probably just play a normal game and don't focus on forcing out a tier 6. Unless, of course, like I said, you have those perfect units. This game might not be exactly like ranked, but me trying so hard to focus on them did not help, right? Specifically with the Wave 6 leak. Wave 6 leak was not that beneficial. We get another one. Is there any chance we could come back with our income? If we upgrade enough tier 6s, could that actually help our income? I'm half of the income of blue. Theoretically possible, maybe. Here's the good news, is normally Grandmaster AI Giga starves you. So if I just keep upgrading these things, I'm getting income. Yeah, see, they just keep starving, and I just keep getting more income, more income. Although we are dead on 14. We are, in fact, dead on 14. Just gonna be honest with you guys. If the Grandmaster AI was smart enough to send us on wave 14, we will die. Maybe I could get like a brute here or something. Yeah, brute and a robo for that shutdown, you know? There's two ways to look at it. I can build for next. God. Getting trolled. I could build for next, or I could build for here. I think I'll build for here because I think we're gonna die. From the ashes. I think we are going to die here. Even though our values look good and we're worse on 14, I think they have like 900 myth to send us here, and we just die. Although my Phoenix is nice. That Fire Lord did okay for a second. And the Shadow Dancers are really good since a Kraken's been sent. Because a Kraken's been sent, the clones getting hit by the Kraken, it's kind of amazing. I did really exceptional. But somehow my Grandmaster teammate, who's been in the lead the whole time, leaks to every send. So we will lose. And I don't even know if I can use this as like an Aristocrat thing. This was just Grandmaster AI being silly. So we'll definitely have to revisit this. This is a learning game with Aristocrat. A learning game featuring Aristocrat. Because the Grandmaster AI bot is just not great for testing stuff out, I guess. Guess we learned our lesson. Yeah, I mean, if I can just teach you guys some things not to do with this game. So, my bot buddy, you know, the carry, because he also has the 50 income. Just so you guys know what I'm talking about. See, 60 income, 56, 56. It's based on the masterminds they have. He pushes to 5 workers, which is totally fine. Then he pushes to 6, which is kind of greedy. Gets away with it. And then he pushes to 8 workers. He has not received a send since wave 1 and has pushed to 8 workers. So while I'm getting giga destroyed, you know, because I have normal income, he has the 50 income. He then leaks on value 10 over on 5, and we take 40% of our king. Very not good. Okay, very not good. Does hold the 6. This is good. I do not because of my Slime Mama positioning. In all honesty, now that I think about it, I think this all would have been fixed if I'd placed the steed right there. If I had the steed behind the Slime Siren, I'd probably do much better the entire game. So that is something to say. Because you want the slime to go off, but you don't want it to... Because there's that the 2 or 1 to 3 second delay they added when they ruined Slime Siren. There's a little bit of a delay. So it'll attack your ranged units if you had your ranged really close. And that's what happened to my Daphne on 5 and 6. So that is something I could fix. And then, yeah, the bot just keeps pushing workers to no send, man. He just keeps pushing workers to no send. There's another one. Could have been 30 over. Or 20 over here. Instead, he leaks. We almost die on 9. I guess if I have my buckler higher, that would be pretty solid. And I think I remembered that now the Grandmaster AI normally just sends the highest Mythium unit. So I could have realized that, you know, and maybe thought about the siege ram coming in. So that's a mistake by me for sure. We do hold the reset on 10. We have like a 1 in a million chance now. And then they just save for that 13. And yeah, as you can see here, my Grandmaster AI will push another 4 workers before we die on 13. And do not have an alpha male touching things like this that are more than its own cost, because then it gets a damage reduction buff and an attack, is it attack speed or damage percent, whatever it is, it's a double buff, double debuff. Whereas if this guy had the Phaedas over here and they were buffed, it was not buffed, that one was not buffing a lioness. It was purely just debuffing an alpha. Very bad. Very, very bad. Yeah. And if you look percentage base, we leaked the same, even though I'm 300 value less. Unfortunate. Probably not the best Aristocrat. We'll definitely have to come back to this. But thank you guys for watching. And wow, Grandmaster AI on your team is the stupidest, and then the one on the other side is the smartest, which is great. So see you guys next time.